team were lucky enough to be handpicked by Harley-Davidson Africa to celebrate revving motors out at Africa Bike Week 2015 in Durban. Before we go full throttle, a quick tech tip from our Hypertext geeks. Take it away, team. Touchdown at Africa Bike Week, one of the largest motorcycle events in Africa for all motorbike enthusiasts. It's about to get revved up on a whole nother level. Well, let me just say that if both of my parents were bikers, I'd consider myself pretty cool. So, what's the experience been like at Africa Bike Week so far?
The best experience that one can have on biking. For the past 5 years, I've been coming here, and it's wonderful to be around my gate.
Your parents are rock stars. They're both bikers. How does that make you feel? Do you want to be a biker too?
Yes, I do.
And who do you ride with most, mom or dad?
My dad.
Ah, mama, you need some work. Can I be your pillion? Sorted. Well, I'm with Paul de Jong, who is the country manager for Harley-Davidson Africa. Well, Paul, Africa Bike Week is in its 7th year. Tell me a little bit about the significance of how it's been evolving.
8 years ago, the idea was brought up in one of our internal meetings that we've got such a lovely lifestyle and such a broad customer base that we want to open that and give people the opportunity to experience that with us. And that gave birth to Africa Bike Week in 2009. And it's grown tremendously over the last 7 years. This year in particular, we felt that it's not fair over the long weekend for Dad to jump on the back of his motorcycle and come down to Margate and Mom and the kids stay at home. So we've made some changes to the event to make it family friendly. It's really a family event this year, as you would have noticed. And then, of course, this year we've invested heavily, as you saw last night, in the music with debuts from the amazing Loki Rothman last night. I thought, the crowd just absolutely loved it. Followed by Delana, who made a return from the US, and she was fantastic last night. And then the bad boy Jack Parrow absolutely rocked Margate last night. All of this, of course, is free, and that's really what Africa Bike Week has become. It's a family lifestyle event where people can perhaps find a relevant lifestyle through Harley-Davidson.
Now, usually when you think about bike festivals, it's all about hairy men and leather that comes to mind. Nope, we are really changing up the stereotypes with Africa Bike Week. Ilanta, what does this mean to you and your family?
For us, it's just about being all together as a family. Whether you ride a scooter or a superbike, it's just being all part of an awesome community. That's what we love about Bike Week. And yes, we do ride Harley-Davidsons, and we love it.
You're a rider yourself. As a mom, how much fun do you have, and is it just a break from all the household duties?
Yeah, we actually call it wind therapy. So when things get a bit hectic at home, we just say we're going out for wind therapy, and yeah, it's a nice break. It is. It just cleans your soul, so it's awesome.
Here's to more wind therapy, people. John, your event is rocking. What a vibe. Tell me a little bit more about how Harley's evolved and the next generation.
Well, thank you very much. Yeah, this is our 7th Africa Bike Week, and it's been an incredible journey. It's really about the bond that we have together with our customers. This bike in particular was really created on a global scale to target towards the younger market. So we're looking at 18 to 35-year-olds, and specifically around commuting. If you look at the setup of the vehicle, it's really all about being authentic, being able to maneuver through traffic, and being able to get where you're going, but also with a sense of self-expression.
It is pretty self-expressed, loud, proud. The colors are incredible. Tell me more about some of the customizations on it.
Well, this bike over here, you see we've got a customized tank. On the other side, we've got some custom Screaming Eagle pipes as well. The foot mount controls and the handlebar grips over here, you can see these are actually etched out of titanium, so it gives you a really nice feel, but it also gives you a really hardcore street cred look as well.
Here's to ruling the streets. This is a mean beast. principal of Harley Africa. So tell me a little bit about this particular bike, handcrafted and a serious rumble.
Yeah. Okay, well, firstly, it's a new introduction to our Harley family. It's a younger, more vibey bike. It's got a new generation engine, so it's based on the principles of the V-Rod, being one of our it's a competitor of the Harley brand to the Superbike range. It's got a V-twin motor that is liquid cooled. It's a lot faster revving engine than the conventional motor. This particular one, there's a whole lot of handcrafted stuff like the seat. The paint job is this is very unique. It's got the raw metal with a bit of a smoke tint to it. It's got the dark custom theme, being the skulls and that. It creates a more younger vibe. The rear fenders handcrafted. The exhausts, those are handcrafted. This is a one-of-a-kind bike. The time that took us to make this was about 2 months. It's going to be entered into the King of Customs competition. I think it's doing very well. Yeah, it's very unique.
Tell me more about the King of Customs competition.
Basically, it was on the introduction of the Street 750. All the dealers across the country got to build their own custom Street 750 to kind of showcase what you can do to the bike. Being in a new market, it's a new segment that we've never tapped, sort of under 30 age category. So we wanted to let people see what you could do with them.
Now, I want to know about that classic Harley rumble. Has it changed over the years? Does it stay the same? What's the secret?
It stayed pretty much the same. This is a very unique sound, just like the Harleys are. It's just that this one has got a little bit of a faster rev, being the X generation motor. But yeah, it's a lot faster than the conventional Harley. The average traditional Harleys get around 160, 170 k's an hour. This one, stock standard, does 191. So standard off the bat is already fast. With us doing the modifications, doing the pipes, the air filter, all of that, it's made it a lot quicker, a lot more responsive.
If we put ourselves back into the 60s and look forward, I mean, there's so many obvious changes with Harleys. What are some of the things that stand out for you appearance-wise?
Okay, firstly, the paint jobs have become a lot more retro, a lot more young. We're using a lot more funky colors that kind of out there. It's Harley-Davidson is it's a way for you to express yourself. It's an extension of your personality. In terms of mechanical side of it, they become a lot more reliable with the fuel injection instead of the old carburetors. The gearboxes are a lot more smooth. The electronics on it are a lot better. Like we've got onboard computers. On the bigger touring models, we've got GPSs. The sound systems are quite good. Yeah, there's been a hell of a lot of changes. Still, we stick to the root of it. Every bike that we bring out has a little bit of the older heritage. Like this bike, for instance, has the old knucklehead fuel tank. It's got the original Cafe Racer nose with the little nose fairing, the light. We've brought a lot of older and new elements to, kind of still rooted back to where it came from.
So you would say this is probably one of the best mashups to reference to?
Oh, definitely, without a doubt.
I've also noticed that there are quite a lot of ladies sporting their Harleys. Does that excite you?
It does. It's the only brand in the world, motorcycle brand, that supports lady riders so much. We've got 35% of Harley-Davidson owners are women. So yeah, that says a lot about the brand.
Here's to Harley getting sexier and sexier and sexier. Jillian, I am getting so excited at the fact that you're a biker chick to this monster. Wow, tell me more about your motorbike.
This is a called a Tri-Glide. It's a 2015 model, and it's one of the brand new Harley colors that they launched for 2015.
So it's fresh off the runway, it's beautiful in white. What excites you about being a biker?
To be on the open road, it clears your mind to think about stuff that you would not normally think about. And it's an exciting way of life. The Harley lifestyle is very, very exciting.
Well, it's the final day of Africa Bike Week, and it's time to do the mass ride. I'm ready to hop on a very, very stylish ride with Jeff. So yep, Harley's alert and we're on our way. I'm with Justin from South Coast Tourism, and Justin, let me say, you have been the ultimate host so far. Thanks for having us. Tell me a little bit about the significance of hosting something like Africa Bike Week here.
Well, this is one of the pinnacle events on the South Coast. We have about 230 event days here. It brings into our local economy in direct, indirect and induced spend something to the tune of 110 million rand over the time that the Bike Week's on the go. And there's just such a great South African spirit that exists for the Bike Week. And it's not just for bikers. People come in to see the uniqueness of the bikes, but it's the entertainment. And just look today, 28 degrees and it's almost winter. And so this is a 365-day destination.
Tell me more about the trends in tourism, but tech specific.
Yeah, it was interesting. I read an article by Grant Thornton the other day where they're talking about convenience with apps. Apparently now you can get these apps where you can literally do your pre-booking on the hotel. You can do your check-ins. You can even program your television set to whatever language you want and what channel you want. You can even actually set your air conditioning to the temperature they want by the time you walk into your room. So it's that type of thing, and I think we all have to be cognizant of these trends in technology, because I think your traditional forms of communication to the customer, i.e. brochures and things like that, are perhaps losing a certain amount of ground. I personally do like hard copy of stuff, but I know that the younger generation needs to have everything on tap. And certainly that this is the way the tourism sector is going. It's the convenience of access to information, particularly getting to destinations with convenience, obviously using your GPS and your directional applications. And certainly, we as an organization, we've got a marketing and media team, specialist team, and they obviously looking ways and means to keep up with those particular trends.
Well, Justin, congratulations, and it seems like the South Coast is on point. As long as there are roads, there definitely will be bikes. We're about to check out my booster, which is a way that can make your battery life last longer for your bike journeys. Let's go.